What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for tuning into the first episode in my new series documenting my cut down from whatever I am now. We're gonna do a physique update here in a minute, so you'll be able to judge for yourself on what percentage body fat you think I am, down into the single digits and beyond, hopefully. Well, I think you go beyond single digits, but you guys get what I'm saying. This is gonna be an amazing series, guys. I just upgraded all the equipment for my channel, and we are growing so fast, I felt like it was time to really put together content that I think people would not only find value out of, but some motivation, perhaps even some entertainment, some laughs, and whatever else I can bundle into these videos. So you guys have my word moving forward that this is going to be an epic series, guys. And I'm telling you, as long as you guys are in this with me, I'm willing to give this 100% of myself to make sure you guys not only see an amazing transformation by the end of this, but you can learn a thing or two, stuff that you can apply in your diet, in your life, in your training, whatever aspect you choose to apply this information to. And ultimately, this can help you reach your goals and beyond. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'm telling you, this is just the beginning of something great. You have my word on that. So are you guys excited and ready for shredding season? I know that I am, guys. Let's do it! Moment of truth, guys. Let's see if you can see this. Weighing it at 189.4 to start this cut off with. Nice. Now it's time for a physique update in 3, 2, 1. And here we are. Now you might wonder where I'm at. You might be able to see a little bit behind me, but I'm in my room, so I figured what better place to do a physique update than right here. I like this lighting. I think it works out good. As we just seen, 189 pounds. I can't remember the point. It is what it is, but around 189 pounds. Now, I have been dieting for like the last, what is today? Friday? Since Monday, I've been super on point with my diet, so I don't have any water retention really right now. What you see is gonna really be what you get. Let's do it. Okay. So, I'm hoping you can see this right, but this is my current physique right now. Now, I leaned up quite a bit doing the diet for like the last 5 days, because what people don't understand is that like a lot of the weight you carry around, which for me it was almost 10 pounds, was water and crap weight from where I was having too much sodium, not drinking enough water. When you really dial your diet down and focus on the clean foods, whole sources of nutrition, you tend to drop a lot of that weight quick. So I can show you right here what we're working with now. As you can see, I'm already got a decent little set of abs right here, right? Nothing crazy. I'm not super lean, but I am not too bad. So it's kind of hard to see, but I'm trying to show you. We got, look at all that. Look at all that I can pinch right there. We got all this fat here that is going to go away. And then my chest is already decently lean, as you can already kind of see, but you don't see any real striations or anything up here on the top yet because I'm just not lean enough. But as you can see, not starting at too bad of a position. Now, a lot of people asked me, like, how do you do eating challenges and stay lean? How do you do this and stay lean? And really, up to this point, it's not like I've been eating crap. Like, I've still been eating clean meals, still eating good. It's just that I was giving myself little splurges here and there. So it kind of let me stay in somewhat this shape without necessarily giving up some of those guilty pleasures. But in order to get like really lean, and I'm talking lean to where like I can step on stage or do a photo shoot, it's gonna require a little more discipline than that. So this is my starting off point, guys, at 189 pounds. So what do you guys think for me to be lean and shredded, how much weight I would have to drop? What do you think? Because I would say for me to be as lean as I want to be and hold on to as much muscle as possible, it's gonna probably be about 180 pounds, I would say. We might even dip down to 175, but I plan on showing you guys pictures of me from past cuts, tell you what I weighed, and then you can be the judge of that. So anyways, physique update. Hold on, let's do a back shot real quick. There we go. That's the old back. Little lat spread action there, and nice. So feeling good, guys, but I'm really excited to bring my physique to the next level. I think as a trainer, as a coach, and someone that helps countless people with their meal preps and nutrition and stuff like that, I deserve to, for you guys at least, to show you that, you know, I can practice what I preach. In a slightly different angle, I want to show you kind of what we're working with here. As you can see, we got some trouble areas to eliminate, and I just want to keep all this and drop this. Is that too much to ask? Okay guys, weigh-ins and everything are done. Feeling really good about this entire process, guys. Feeling really good. Actually, I don't have any food prepped right now, so I need to go to the store here later, pick up some stuff I can prep. But one meal I love to utilize, like if I don't have anything around, I need something quick I can whip up. It is now 5:30. I gotta run and meet Ankrum at Subzilla here before they close, and I gotta give him some stuff that was sent to me, which I'll show you guys later on. But I need a quick meal. I don't have anything prepped, and I don't really have time to cook anything. So I'm gonna show you something. I use this all the time when I'm cutting, and I absolutely love it. So first, I'm just gonna need a bowl, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do some old-fashioned oatmeal here. So I go ahead, I have my food scale, grab it, and then one thing that I always recommend is, you can look at the serving size on this as like half a cup, whatever. If you're really serious, you're gonna wanna weigh your stuff out, guys. It just makes it that much easier. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is 80 grams of oatmeal. So I'll have this weighed out right here. Okay, see how that just happened? Now I'm at 107. So I'll take a little bit out. Voila, 80 grams perfectly. So I'm gonna key that right into my FitnessPal app. Then what I'll do, grab a little bit of cinnamon, sprinkle it in here as well. And then we take our bowl, and I have water here at this little outlet. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this water in. I don't really measure the water out as much as I kind of just go to where it's above the oatmeal. Boom, this should be about perfect. Let's see if you can see that in there. See how it's kind of bouncing around and there's extra water on the top for absorption? That is perfect. And then now what I'm gonna do is take my oatmeal and my cinnamon with my water, put it in the microwave for about roughly 2 minutes. Nice. Nice, oatmeal is officially done. So then what you can see here is now that I've pulled it out of the microwave, you can see that there's some extra water in here that typically you wouldn't want, but we actually do want this. I'm gonna show you why. So first thing I wanna do, while this is still hot, I have coconut oil right here. And then what I'm gonna do is measure out 10 grams of coconut oil. So get down here some healthy fats. I'm out of eggs. I'm literally out of everything that I normally have staved up. So I'm kind of making my macros fit in the best way possible. So I add that coconut oil in here with the oatmeal. And then what I do is go in here and stir it up. And it's already hot, so it's gonna basically make this a lot thicker. It's gonna add a nice creamy texture to it. So I add that in. If you're paying attention at home, we have 10 grams of coconut oil and 80 grams of oatmeal. That's all mixed up. Now what I do, I'm gonna go ahead and grab, if you watched my review video, you've already seen it, but I am absolutely in love with this Campfire S'mores protein from New Breed. It is absolutely amazing. Look at that s'more on there. Look at that s'more. Bigfoot would be jealous. And I get down in here, open this up, and then what we're gonna do is add 2 scoops of protein powder to this. So 1 and 2. Perfect. And then now that it's all in here, I just go in and mix it all up. Look at this, guys. This is absolutely excellent. You might wonder how this could be good, right? Now, when you're cutting, what happens is if you're doing it right, now you can do it if it fits your macros and all that, but I find that if it fits your macros, for me personally, I implement it, but that doesn't mean I'm going out and eating pizza. That doesn't mean I'm going out and trying to make all this crazy stuff fit my macros, because there's such a thing out there as trigger foods. And what I mean by that is if I have a slice of pizza, that is way more likely than anything else gonna make me trigger and crave other bad foods for me, make me say, screw my diet, start falling off the wagon. But I find what works best for me when I'm cutting is just kind of hammering down and sticking to the basics, my oatmeal, my protein powder. And what happens is that when you get something sweet like your protein, especially a protein like this that just tastes absolutely incredible, it almost becomes like a dessert. Like, you catch me in the middle of a bulk and I'm eating whatever I want. Like, this might not be so appetizing, but right now, like, I am literally, my mouth is watering for this. So let's do a taste test. Let's see how this is. Now keep in mind, it's all about your protein powder when it comes to this. Coconut oil is great, adds some flavor. Your oatmeal is oatmeal. I don't mind oatmeal plain personally, but it leaves a little bit to be desired if you have an exquisite taste palate. But it's all about the protein on making this good. So if you want good protein, that New Breed Campfire S'mores, you can't go wrong with it. Cinnamon French toast, you can't go wrong with. And I did strawberry cheesecake last night in here. So good. So taste test time. Let's see how she is. This is good. This is legitimately good, and it's thick. I'm gonna go ahead and approximate these macros off the top of my head, just because I'm pretty sure I know what's in this. So we're talking roughly 6 grams of fat from the oatmeal. We have 10 grams of fat from the coconut oil. And then we also have probably 4 grams of fat from the protein. So about 20 grams of fat, I would say roughly. We're talking about 54 grams of carbs from the oatmeal, probably about 4 from the protein, none from the coconut oil. Roughly about 60 grams of carbs. Complex carbohydrates, high in fiber. We're getting at least 8 grams of fiber from the oatmeal. And then protein-wise, we're talking about 60 grams of protein as well. 10 from the oatmeal and 50 or so from the shake. So a nice balanced meal here. It's gonna really help elevate my macros for the day. And I can tell, like, when I'm dieting, I like to save my final meal of the day as like, I usually save this for like the final meal simply because I think it's like dessert right before bed. But sometimes when you don't have the food around, you gotta make some exceptions. So, so good. I'm gonna finish this and then we are off to Subzilla. Okay guys, I am all set and ready to go to Subzilla. It is actually cold out, like I talked about in yesterday's video or 2 days ago. Timeline guys, timeline. It has gotten really cold in Ohio, so I am back in jacket mode. So anyways, I figured I would take a moment to show you guys a really cool magic trick. Do you wanna see it? All right, let's do it. Pay close attention guys, I'm only gonna do this once. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Wow. Look at that, guys. That's magic. I now have a completely different hat on, guys. That's magic. That's magic. I know some of you guys are like, that's not magic, that's clever editing. No, it's magic. Don't get it twisted. So anyways, check out the hat. I know it's hard to see with that light on it, but maybe that's how it's meant to be. But this is a hat courtesy of my buddy Jesse at Out Apparel. And I have a little story to tell you guys about Jesse. He actually reached out to me months ago, a very long time ago, when I first started everything I'm doing, and he asked me for some advice about like chasing his dreams and making what he wanted to do a passion, and he wanted to start an apparel brand, and I kind of gave him some advice. I told him there's no such thing as making the wrong move, because in the end, as long as you keep making moves, it'll ultimately turn back around and you'll be on the right path, right? He hit me up not too long ago and he successfully launched his apparel brand, Out Apparel, and he ended up sending me and the rest of Team Dry Scoop hats. So what I'm actually gonna do right now is go drop the hats off to Ankrum. I've had them for a couple days now, and coordinating schedules is a little tough. We're both really busy dudes, but I'm gonna go drop those hats off. And like I said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna tag Jesse's social media right here, right at the bottom. So I'm gonna tag it. If you wanna give them a follow, check out some of the stuff they got going on, as well as, you know, their social media links and all that stuff. So I wanna give a big shout out to these guys. And like I always talk about, I'm not paid to do these product placements. No matter if you see me do something like this, if I'm paid for it or something, is there something like that going on, I will tell you, I promise. I'm doing this simply because when someone reaches out and has a dream and they want to grab it and chase it, I am all for helping people out. That is what I'm all about, guys. And I know when I started this, I had some certain people to help me out, and I like to reciprocate the favor because we can all get better together. Bradley Martin, don't sue me. Okay, guys, time to go to Subzilla. Come on. Unlock. There we go. That's how doors work, Rem. Well, while we're out here, might as well take the trash out. He shoots. Yeah, score. Nice. And here we go. We got this one. I want to say Nate chose this one, and then Ankrum wanted this one. Or maybe it's the other way around. I can't remember. We have 2 other dope flat bills here, and then some insane veins I gotta give to old Nate Dogg. So anyways, we're about to be at Subzilla in 3, 2, 1. Well, I had a really cool idea planned, and I show up to Subzilla, and unfortunately the store was packed. People were in there buying stuff, which is good for Ryan, good for Subzilla, but it makes it a little harder to film. So I was hoping I'd go over there and it would be a little quiet and I could do what I had planned. But instead, we're back here at the office. But it is what it is, guys. Everything happens for a reason, right? So you can choose to get caught up and be like, crap, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. But it's one of those things I talked about in the last Q&A I did, I think, or maybe it was this video. I'm not sure. This all runs together. It's not a straight line to get to your destination, right? There's bumps in the road. There's curves, there's shortcuts, and there's setbacks and wrong turns that you make. But in the end, they all lead to the same place as long as you don't stop going forward. So anyways, we are here, and I think this is gonna be a good time to talk about my diet and the future of this series and everything I have planned for it. Like I said, we're gonna be documenting the next 12 weeks of my cut, and the way I'm gonna prep myself out is the exact same way I would prep out a client. So I work with, if you guys aren't familiar with like what I do outside of YouTube, right? The way that I'm able to do this full time is that I have an online coaching business, and I coach clients either with just meal plans, training plans, but my most popular program by far is my 12-week transformation plan. And what I do there is, you know, client signs up, I send them over a questionnaire, they fill out an extensive list of information for me, and I build them a meal plan, training plan, we do check-ins, and then we make sure that whatever their goal is, we get as close to it, but hopefully we hit it if everybody works their hardest, and sometimes we even exceed that goal by quite a bit. So what I want to do now, when I'm talking to clients, I always preach like, let's kill it, let's do it. And I understand that life happens and you have setbacks and stuff like that, but my goal over the next 12 weeks is to get into the best shape I've ever been in, ever, bar none. And my approach to my diet is gonna be different than anything I've ever done before in regard to how I prep myself out. My approach to training is gonna change up as well. And everything I do is gonna be completely focused on transforming my physique in the next 12 weeks. You guys seen where I'm at right now. I'm pretty lean, right? And this is just from years of training, and my diet's pretty much for the most part on point, other than, like I talked about earlier, you know, my minor little things here and there. I like to call it 90-10, or in my case, sometimes maybe 80-20. Spend 80%, 90% of it doing the right stuff. And if you do the wrong stuff, the minority of the time, you can still have a pretty good body and still look good. And that's kind of hence where I'm at right now, but I want to take it to that next level. You know, I'm a fitness YouTuber first and foremost. As much as I have lifestyle stuff, business stuff, and everything in my content, fitness still is like my message, the health and the well-being and all that stuff. So I think I owe it not only to myself, but to you guys to really hammer down and make some progress. So I've never been more mentally dialed in and ready for anything as I am right now in regards to this series and really just crushing everything. I'm not gonna go over the fine details in this video because I have tons of videos planned out where I plan on this series going over my macros, the changes, the foods I'm eating to hit those, the types of training I'm implementing. I'm gonna bring you guys a lot more training videos, hopefully a lot more collaboration videos. You guys seem to like Ashley. I like Ashley too, so that works out great, and I will see if I can snag her for some videos, as well as bringing other people, Team Dry Scoop and other people into the fold to really show you guys the training side of it and to just cover all aspects of what a total body transformation is all about. So I'm really excited and stoked for this series, guys. I could not be more ready to bring you guys excellent content. And with that, I'm really gonna try to step things up and try to just produce content that is watchable for everybody, right? I don't want it to just be like certain people and certain age groups watch it. I wanna make content that is ultimately viewable and watchable by all age groups. You know, I was in Roosters last night, and for those of you that might be new subscribers, that is one of my favorite restaurants that I go to. I'm in there last night, I'm just kind of hanging out. I had a business meeting there, and I'm waiting, and this girl walks up, and she might have only been maybe like 10 years old if I had to guess. I watch her walk in, she sees me, and she looks at me, her eyes get all wide, and she says, "Are you Remington James?" And I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, yeah. And she's like, "Can I get a picture?" And then so she runs off and gets, I think it was her mother or somebody, she got someone to come back and take a picture of her with me. That it was just proof enough that like what I'm doing is so much more impactful than just maybe the few people here around me or, you know, my age group, right? What I'm doing can affect people all the way down to that level. So that's why I get asked a lot, like, why don't you cuss on your channel? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You know, I don't make dirty jokes. I try to keep everything as clean as I can, and people ask why, and it's that reason alone is why. So just to clarify a little bit, I know I get a little bit off topic, but that is the goal of this series, guys. And moving forward, I plan on bringing the drone out. I plan on just really bringing you guys the best and really pushing myself and my ability to work and my ability to get things done. I have a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. We have some important business moves happening. I'm going to be flying to and from Florida quite a bit to get some business stuff down there situated before I eventually move down there. There's a lot of working and turning gears here. I have my business I'm running. I'm trying to keep my apparel business going. We have a lot of stuff, guys, and I'm going to try to balance all of that along with this diet. And that is where I think a lot of people fall short and sell themselves short as they talk about having kids and these priorities and all this stuff they got to do, but they don't really think about the free time that they do have. They go, well, I don't have time to cook. Well, if you really are serious about it, you'll find that time, because that time's there somewhere. I promise you, that time is there somewhere. I'm gonna show you guys how to juggle all this, how to balance it all, and how to really achieve the body of your dreams and whatever goals you might set out for yourself. So this series, guys, I cannot be, like I said, more excited for this. And moving forward, I just know that this is gonna be not only a big game changer for me, my channel, and my series, but hopefully for you guys as well. Like I said, I'm gonna pull no stops to make sure this is some of the most entertaining content that you watch. I still find it amazing that people watch me and somehow they stay tuned to the end of these videos and they can watch me start to finish in something I put together. Like, to me, that is still dumbfounded. I'm so dumbfounded by that. I can't wrap my brain around that, but it's awesome. I love it, and I promise you guys moving forward that nothing but the best for sure. So thank you guys for tuning in to episode 1 of shredding season. I like that name. And we are going to come back with episode 2, episode 3, episode 4. We're going to keep this show rolling, and you guys are going to watch me literally transform before your very eyes. So thank you so much, as always. And don't forget to smile, remain positive, and pay someone a compliment, because you never know whose day you could be making better. With that, I'm out of here. This has been a Remington James production, and I will see you, fine ladies and gentlemen, and kids, at the next video. See you guys.